This is November, and this one almost got me. Just talked to my friend in Louisiana. He's been in ultralight aviation for 45 years. He said it is certainly possible that that a two-cycle motor can go wide open if it is consumed with a large amount of high-quality starter fluid. It will go wide open even if the throttle is at idle. So anybody using starter fluid like me, be very careful how much you shove in there, because this thing did not accelerate in a normal fashion. It was like an explosion, and that kind of proves his point. It wasn't a whoop, it was like bam, an explosion. And that son of a bitch tore my ass up. It could have been a lot worse. So anybody using starter fluid, be very cautious. Yeah, the lenses flew off. We found one. The other, because of the angle that the propeller hit, it could be in South Alabama, South Georgia, maybe as far as Chattanooga. We don't know. You probably can't see this because it's so tiny, but it's the imprint of the propeller as it went by and grabbed the frames of my glasses. This is next to my ear. Next to my ear. And there's the glasses. Ah, crap. And there's the glasses where it got a good grip. The one is probably next to my thumb. I think that's pretty obvious, but you know, hell, you may have voted for Hillary, so I got to keep that in mind. But anyway, oh man, it was quite a traumatic experience. Let me tell you guys, these people, the manufacturers. This was taken about 2 days after the accident, maybe the next day, and I'm still feeling the effects of having a propeller wide open hit you in the face. So you can tell I'm kind of hesitant here. I tell you what, that was one. I've done some scary crap in my life, but that was, until you've had a propeller actually hit you in the face wide open and tear up your shoulder. I know some guys have had it a lot worse, but man, that will make a propeller respecter out of you. Okay, I got that. I got that taken care of. So I'm back to this. I'm back to the eyeglasses. And now I forgot what I was going to say. But anyway, yeah, I've been in a lot of scary situations in my life, and most of them by my own doing. Down in Mexico. Oh man. But oh yeah, I remember. All right, what I wanted to show you was something I never thought of before. All right, you see how there's damage here. All right, you probably can't see it too good, but that let me hang on a second. I gotta make sure before I tell you this. But you can. Here's a quick scenario on what happened. This is my mounting box. I put the paramotor on the top of this box. The reason I do that is because the compression is too much. I cannot pull the pull starter with the paramotor mounted on me. So I get into the Fresh Breeze harness, and then I get into the paramotor. So I was facing it. The propeller was facing the back of the car. I pulled on the pull starter after adding a lot of starter fluid over 5 to 7 times. I had so much starter fluid in it that it was leaking out of the air filter. Like my friend in Louisiana said, even though the carburetor is at idle position, it can still blow up from the sudden ingestion of copious amounts of stupid starter fluid. Okay, but anyway, pretend the paramotor's up here. I'm facing it. The propeller is facing toward the back window, which you see is now shattered with the glass all over the ground. So I pulled on it about 6 or 7 times, adding starter fluid each time, and it finally exploded on me. It came forward, of course,
because it was the thrust was facing the car. I tried to stop it. Big mistake. Never try and stop these things. What usually happens is that they will torque to the right. They will torque to the right and fly off. I had it happen before. I hate to admit it, but I did. And but this time I tried to hold it like a dummy because I didn't want it to happen again. And the explosion of power was so fast. I had my thumb on the kill switch, but I couldn't hit it. It was that fast, believe it or not. You see this little opening right here? Well, that's where my shoulder went. My shoulder went inside of there, made contact with the wildly spinning propeller at maximum RPM. One of the blades, or two or three of them, I don't know, bounced off of my shoulder and hit my face. It hit my face so close that it knocked the crap out of my glasses, knocked the lens off my glasses, and blah, and you know the rest of the story. That's about it. And I was lucky as hell it hit my shoulder because that saved my life. If it had not hit my shoulder, it would have removed my face and possibly decapitated me. So, any of you young guys, especially for you old guys, 'cause I think this applies more to you old guys, like I said earlier, because you've been in the sport for years and you've gotten away with a lot and you've kind of gotten lackadaisical about things. Well, not everybody uses a fresh breeze with a carburetor, but it can happen to you. I think Kyle said it happened to him, but it was on his back. He probably was not using a fresh breeze. He was using another kind, but it can happen to you. It just, the throttle gets stuck somewhere. You're not aware. You're careless. Oh, and another thing that contributed to this was that I was tired. I was anxious for this damn thing to get started. If you're tired, you get careless. You automatically get careless when you're tired. I've been in aviation for 50, well, actually over 50 years. I've done just about everything you can do in the in the sport of flying, and I'm not bragging, I'm stating a fact. And paramotoring, I tell you what, I've done a lot of sports. Like I said, I taught myself how to windsurf in the Virgin Islands. But when you fall off a windsurfer, you hit water. When you trip and do a face plant into the ground, it drives your ass into the ground. This is a tough sport. I'm a self-trained, and I guess this picture shows you that I'm self-trained. But man, get training, guys. Don't do it like I do. You know, when I got into ultralight aviation in 1979. I'll tell you the mistake I did not make. I didn't think of ultralight as a toy. Many people, many pilots, professional pilots, thought of ultralights as toys and ended up killing themselves. But I didn't. I never thought of them as toys, and I never had an accident, except for one or two, which were my fault. But paramotoring, man, be careful. Be careful, guys. All right, I'll cut it right there. I think you learned enough. Watch your ass, huh? I don't care what kind of paramotor you got. Just watch your ass. Bye.
And this got displaced. That insert in there, dowel, whatever it is, that got it. And missing a couple of strings now. Missing a couple of strings here. As you can see, I just tied them off. I'm not going to worry about this space. I don't plan to stick my head in there anytime soon. And I tell you what, you can say what you want about fresh breeze, but these are some tough built devices. And this double ring, it didn't save me this time, but it saved me previously. It saved me previously on two other separate trip and falls.
You were looking at a pretty tough old guy. I've been in a lot of situations in my life. I'm 70 years old, but I tell you what, this one shocked me. It stunned me. That what I'm about to show you took. I took the video about 2 or 3 minutes after the fact. I was still stunned, and I can't tell you, I can't tell you enough how it scared the shit out of me. I'll put it that way.
This is November, and this one almost got me.
See the camera back there? It was turned off.
I wanted to see it as bad as you did, to tell you the truth.
Oh boy, let's see, where am I pointing here? That's what almost got me. Uh, Throttle was stuck again, wide open. I'm almost wide open. I didn't know it. I should have known it. It tore the shit out of everything. The back window got me in the shoulder. I don't know if you can see that or not. Got me in the shoulder. A little bit of the hand, the face. And the propeller hit my left shoulder. It'll look like my right shoulder, but because it's in a mirror if I do an insert here, but it was my left shoulder. Chopped it up, and I was surprised it only chopped it up the little amount it did. I mean, this is a spinning, high-speed, full RPM propeller. But it bounced off my shoulder. My shoulder saved my life, okay? And then it just lightly went by my face. And oh boy, I hope this never happens to any of you guys. That's why I'm doing this video. You just be careful. Now, I did have Kyle. You know Kyle. Everybody knows Kyle, like they know Tucker on YouTube. He's a great guy. Both of them. They do a lot for the sport. But I mentioned to Kyle about how these manufacturers have taken off that rear bar. You know, they used to have the two bars, the circular rings around the back, cages, I guess you call them. Well, they started to take them off, and the propeller now extrudes out the back. That is not good. I don't care what Kyle says. I don't know if Tucker has talked about it or not, but that's bad, super bad. All right, what happens if you fall? All right, if you trip and fall with a running paramotor on your back, what happens to your legs? You're going to go face down. You're going to go face down. Now, your legs naturally are going to fold up. They're going to fold, you know, like this. When your legs fold up, they're going to hit. There's a good probability they're going to hit that prop because they're not protected anymore. The prop is not protected because of the single ring. And when they do that, what's going to happen? You're not going to have any more legs, or they're going to be shredded like my shoulder still is, about 10 days later now. So you know, Kyle's a great guy, Tucker's a great guy. They're all good. They do a lot for the sport, but I think these manufacturers are making a big mistake for the sport by exposing that propeller for the sake of saving what? Maybe a pound at the most, or 2 pounds. But man, protect yourself, because you never know when what happened to me could happen to you. And that's about all. My wife has gone to work, so I don't have to look around now to see if she's around. I haven't told her yet. And things have healed up. I haven't gone to the doctor. I should have for that subcutaneous one, the one at the bottom that's real deep. I should have gone, but I didn't, because I didn't want her to know. I'm 70 years old, by the way, and you know, I'm one of these guys. I still think I'm 22. I still think I'm a Tucker guy, or even Kyle. I think he's 47. I've done dangerous shit all my life. I don't give a crap. But anyway, that's my 2 cents. You guys take care and be as safe as you can, man. And these manufacturers, I don't agree. I do. Kyle, I don't agree, man. Get that protect yourself from that damn propeller. Good God Almighty. If it can happen to me, you may fly the best, most modern equipment they got out there, and I know you do, but somehow, some way, it can happen to you. And I know Kyle said it happened to him when he had it on his back, and he was able to stop it. Well, great. I'm glad he did, because I'd hate to see this happen to anybody. But still, all right, guys, take care, and have fun. Enjoy your paramotors, but watch your ass, okay? Bye.
Testing on the audio, 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing on the audio, 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got the wireless mic set up. Need to find out how it does. Showing the indication, showing normal indications on both sides. I think we got everything. You can see that's one of the hazards of having tail wheels on the end of your floats, but we got everything all right.
Some beautiful college gals from Florida and Louisiana coming up, so just hang in there. I got a few things I want to show you first. If you get sick of it, go to the Russian car wreck down there around 23 minutes or so. If you don't like girls, I feel for you, but remember, it's how you got here, dummy.